Beautiful grapefruits. All right, welcome back everybody. Oh, it's another beautiful day in Arizona. Nice and cloudy today. It's supposed to get rain basically all this weekend. And today video is going to be about hole prepping. And what I mean by hole prepping is it's still winter, it's still cold. You don't want to put a tree in the ground, but you know, as soon as it warms up to that nice weather, you want to go straight to the nursery, preferably Seamus's, and go get yourself a tree. So what you want to do at this point is dig your hole. If you know where it's going to go and you got your heart set on that spot, go out, dig the hole up, you know, 2 foot square by 2 foot deep. The reason you want to do that, I mean, you're going to get like a 5 gallon, and this is going to be more than enough for a 5 gallon tree. But the reason you're going to do that is when your roots start growing, they're going to be softer, they're going to be weaker, they're going to be used to that pot and that potting soil that's just really no resistance to them. In Arizona, they're going to meet the soil, and this soil is not very nice. It's going to put up a fight for those roots to break through. But if you give your tree at least, at the bare minimum, 2 times the size of the pot, it's going to let those roots get stronger as they grow out. The stronger they get, when they hit that wall, they're going to be able to bust right through it, and they're going to be able to grow in the ground. Ideally, you're going to want your roots to go down. That's why heavy water, that's why you're going to go 2 feet deep. You know, you're not going to plant the tree 2 feet deep, but you're going to go 2 feet deep so that tree, the roots want to go to the softest spot, and that's down. You're going to water them deep so they go down. And for me personally, the way I do the backfill of the hole is, like today we actually cleaned out our chicken run. So the first layer of soil, we scraped it out, which is basically a bunch of chicken manure. We mix that in with, it'll be 1/3 chicken manure, 1/3 native soil, and we're gonna split it between compost and worm castings for the other 1/3. So less of those two, because those two are more rich, and the chicken manure is rich enough, so you don't want to spoil it too much, because you still want to get it acclimated to the soil. And there's not much for nutrition in our soil in Arizona, so if you spoil it too much, you're kind of going to weaken it, so defeats the whole process of us hole prepping it by making it weak. So don't go too heavy on all the good rich fertilizer. You know, for me, it's the results that I've been having in the yard. I mean, trees just grow. I mean, the avocado is one that's, everyone knows this is a tough one. It's a tough one, it's a battle with it, but the hole prep helped get the adjustment for the soil when it went through that initial shock from going from a pot to some soil that it really doesn't like. I mean, our soil's salty. Most of Maricopa seems like it used to be a riverbed, because it's mainly sand. After that 1 foot of caliche, it's all sand, and that's gonna really not be good for the tree, because that sand's probably gonna have a lot of leftover salt. But deep watering keeps flushing that salt out, you know, makes the tree suck in all the good water, which will push all the salt out to the tips. I mean, the production on fruit though, it's nice. So the hole prep is something you can do, and when you prep it, because the tree is like used to the pot, and the pot, it's not going to break through the sides, so the roots start getting root bound. so it'll start spinning around. So when you do make your hole, try to square it up as best as possible. Make it into a square. This way the roots don't just keep going round. They'll meet a corner and have to punch through. Also, when you do plant the tree, rub your hand, agitate the sides, get the roots from going round, make them stick outward, and that's going to help it with going out and where you want them. If you leave them going round, you have a chance of the tree just suffocating and keep going around. So all the little preps that we help now are going to make it so much easier to take care of it during our hot summers, during, you know, I mean, some people know it, some people don't. The desert gets cold during the winter. We don't have much buildings out here, so there's nothing to stop the wind chill, and in the desert it gets cold. So if we can help it now by doing little things like this, you're going to see great success in your trees. Just like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know, you know, in the comments what your best ways that you've seen results to starting a tree, because everything that works for me isn't going to work for everybody. You really have to do trial and error, because farther up north you may have richer soil. Further down south, it's going to be a lot worse probably. It all depends on where you're at, what was grown on the soil before, if anything can grow on the soil. If not, it takes a little more work, but we all can make it grow. Just got to keep trying. Kill a tree or two, don't give up. You will get it after a while, but it takes some trial and error. I mean, really, with my backyard, there's been a couple trees that went through some trial and error. So let's just keep growing. Have a good one, everyone. See you on the next one.